Say something that will make my day, 'cause these memories of her won't go away. They're haunting me so I can't sleep. She was a pretty little liar who cut me deep, 'cause she left me here alone. Now my bed feels just like cobblestone. Oh, why did she go? Oh, was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I too naive to think that she'd be the one? Whoa, why did she go? I met her back in 2005. It was her crooked little smile that caught my eye. Time went by and it was her and I. She promised me to never leave my side, but she left me here alone. I know it's dumb, I still check my phone, 'cause I can't move on. Whoa, why did she go? Whoa, was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I too naive to think that she'd be the one? Whoa.
Welcome. We're here for free live tarot readings on a Thursday night. Tonight is Thursday night football. At least I think. I haven't checked because they certainly are canceling a lot of football lately because of COVID. You know, God forbid, it's been like what? How many months? It's been 8 months and we're still in the middle of the COVID crisis. Okay. Bartman, what's going on? Boo-boo, how are you doing? Lovely, lovely indeed. How are you? Renee, CM, Assel, Julia. What's going on, everybody? We're here for some readings, you know? Throw down some tarot, see how it goes. See if the camera won't die today. That would be great. That would be great. If the camera just wouldn't die today, it'd be fantastic. You know what I mean? Talia, welcome. What is going on? What does Andrew think of me today? Where's everybody? You are everybody, Bartman. You're all that's needed in the stream. All right, see them. They could cancel literally everything Corona, they would. Yeah, they probably. They did say that, I think Dr. Fauci said that don't go to Thanksgiving or something like that. Curious One, how do you find people? What's up? It's good to see you, Curious One. How are you doing? Curious indeed. Let's see. Lovely has an unexplainable feeling right now. And let's see. What did Andrew think of me today? We'll do Andrew. We'll go with Andrew. What are they thinking of you today? Is today any different than every other day? What is Andrew thinking? What's on Andrew's mind? You know what I mean? Maybe they like you today more than normal. Maybe they don't like you. We never know. We never know until we go to the Tarot Tower. The Tarot Tower will give us some information. I think we're doing the artsy deck. One of the artsy decks, the Revival Art Tarot. I'm just saying, this is just beautiful and gorgeous, and I love it. I love it dearly. And the iPhone releases tomorrow. I am getting me an iPhone because the last phone I have is an iPhone 6. So it has been a hot minute. I have skipped 6 releases. And it's time to upgrade. It has been 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. So, you know, I've had cars for less time than 6 years. So I think it's time to upgrade. I think it's time to, you know, just go ahead and just pick up the new iPhone and try to see how that goes. Because I do have an iWatch and I have an iPad. So I'm assuming the iPhone will connect to all of that garbage. and do it, do something. I don't like the whole world upgrades phones every year. I upgrade phones like once in a lifetime. You know what I mean? I had a flip phone until before the iPhone 6. I had a flip phone. Kid you not. So yeah, I'm pretty slow. I'm slow like the slow tarot. I'm slow to get the upgrades because I mean they're like $1,000 freaking. I can't do $1,000 a year. I don't know anybody can do $1,000 a year. That's crazy talk. That is crazy talk. Okay, let's see about that. Brianna, welcome. Soul, welcome as well. What is going to go? How is it going to go? Let's see. What did Andrew think of me today? The Ten of Cups doesn't look good. We're starting out kind of rough here. You want a Ten of Cups to be right side up. You really do. How's the focus tonight? Focus. Ooh, that's tight. Look at that. That's tight. The Ten of Cups, you really want that to be right side up. It just doesn't feel comfortable being upside down, especially what does this person think of me today? How are they treating me? What are they dreaming about me? Are they sitting over there and thinking, this was my soulmate and I just passed him up. I passed him up. I don't think I can live with myself anymore. I'm going to have to call him right now. Is that the kind of feeling we have? Not really. The Ten of Cups is upside down. Three of Swords, though. It's like that we have some possibility. There is some possibility here. Saba, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. There is some possibility with the Three of Swords being upside down that we sort of recover from something, pick up where we left off. We can do something, right? We can move forward. We can get some action. We can get where we want to be if we really try. Three of Swords says some of those barriers have fallen down. Some of the bad news is now sort of flushed down the toilet, and we're ready to pick up something and try it out. Philippe, welcome. How are you doing? Now, the Lovers upside down again sort of gives us a bit of a dissuasion in order to try to get moving on this. So yeah, the Lovers upside down, the Ten of Cups upside down, the Three of Swords being anywhere in here, and then you have the authoritarian King of Swords at the very end. This doesn't look good. If you want something that's just looking roses and puppies, this is definitely not it. It just looks like there's a lot of different things in the way. It could be a previous relationship. It could be a current relationship gone sour, or the actual relationship went sour at some point. The Three of Swords being upside down says we're able to recover from that and move on. However, yeah, it just doesn't look good overall. So it's not like terrible. You don't have death and the Tower and the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, and you know what I mean? You do have a lot of feeling that this just doesn't smell right. That doesn't pass the smell test. Gloria, how are you doing tonight? Appreciate you joining me and the donation there. All right, so let's see what we got now. Saba wants a general. Let's see how that is going to go, Saba. See what is happening in your life. How is it going to go there? All right, a general. See what is up. And best of all, Apple's releasing a smart speaker that'll interact with your iPhone. So I'm just saying that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool that you can send text messages or call somebody from your smart speaker and all of that stuff. So pretty interesting. Like I need something else listening to my words in my house, but that's just the way it goes. Privacy, you don't need none of that. Come on. Just load up every room with a different smart speaker. Let all these companies hash it out. You know what I mean? If I'm watching a football game and I say something that is that could resemble a cuss word when they throw the ball and have an interception, just let all the speakers log it. Put it all on the logs. Put it all there somewhere that I said, I said terrible things when the interception happened. Just, let it fly. Let it fly. Put it on my record. If I ever run for Congress or something, I'm sure that'll come up. You know what I mean? He was sitting there watching the football game. We had 3 different smart speakers that logged him saying some cuss words. And yeah. Okay. Let's see. Privacy is the thing of the past. Nobody needs privacy anymore. Come on. You don't need any privacy. Let them log everything. I don't care. If they want to hear me drink my water and go to the bathroom and all that stuff, God bless them. All right. The Magician. I think that you're in a time with the Knight of Wands being reversed, Page of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of wands here. Okay, Saba, you're sort of almost like in this constipated area of I can't get any action done. You know what I mean? We're in this area where I just can't get any action done. Either I'm being pushed back from getting it done, or I'm inhibiting myself trying to get it done. There's something happening as far as this goes. We have a lot of wants action. That does point to fire. It does point to activities, getting things in there started, cranking up to where you're all excited. You're moving into that. Sunflower Tarot, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. More money, found more money in pockets. You're just rolling in the cash. Sunflower Tarot's rolling in the cash. I'm just saying she's going to be at that Apple event shopping for a new iPhone with all that new cash. All right. But it does say that we're sort of constipated in some level because we can't get enough of these things done. Either you just have a ton of ideas, either you just have maybe some projects that you've been trying to get going. You haven't been able to do that. You're sort of having some problems with that. But yeah, it just doesn't seem like there's a lot of things happening. And the Page of Wands sort of says that, right? Page into the 9. I'm trying to get things started. I can't, and having difficulty overall. Now, the Magician says it's not like you don't have the expertise to do that. It's more of you have the expertise, but you're missing another piece. Could be opportunity, right? Maybe you have these great ideas. You don't have the opportunity. In other words, you don't have the financial investment, the backing or anything to make the opportunities into life. Maybe you have an idea for this wonderful tarot oracle deck or whatever. You just can't get it done because you don't have the backers. It also could be just don't have the time, just don't have the energy. There's something happening with all of that. Now, the Knight of Wands, again, we're stalled out. Page of Wands says we're sort of starting out. So the key here, as far as, let's say, the next month, 2 months goes, how can we get moving on some of these things? So obviously sort it out, find out which one is going to be the big one, find out which one is going to be the big opportunity, the really good idea, the really good energy that you want to sort of spend with that, and then figure out how to get that out, to get that done. If it's a time restriction, that's fine. Get some time, put some time away that you can do that. What can you sacrifice that you can get some of these things moving? So there you go. It is, it's just sort of, it feels like that. It feels like that. You have all of this fire energy. You just can't get it out. You just can't get a lot of things done. And, and that's kind of frustrating sometimes too, because when you have a fantastic idea, it does feel like I need to get that started. And if I can get that started, let's do it. But there's other stuff in the way. Gloria is messaging the cap. How do they feel about it? Are they there? Tarot Oracle for the Senate. No, you don't want me as a senator. I can tell you that. All right. I would, I'd make a terrible politician. I would. All of my smart speakers, they listen to me do tarot readings and everything like that. And all the smart speakers, they would rat on me. He's a tarot person. Do you want a tarot person in the Senate? They show me with like holding up the Thoth. He says that cards stink too. He's got the Angel Wisdom Tarot. He said it stinks. You know what I mean? We got all smart speakers. All 3 smart speakers logged the rant about the stinky tarots. And so, speaking of stinky tarot. Speaking of Stinky Tarot, I should not have signed up for their mailing list because they've emailed me almost every day. And I had to put them in the spam folder. I'm sorry. I like your deck, dude, but every day, come on. Let's get real here. But there's a trust and a love relationship that happens when I give you my email address. The trust and love relationship. We exchange the love. We exchange that love. And then when you email me every day, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. You have, come on. All right. Let's see. We need a change. We do need a change. You don't want me as the change, though. You don't want it. I would be in front of I'd be interviewed by a senator or something, ask me about the stinky tarot decks and about how I hated the Millennium Thoth. And how can you hate the Millennium Thoth? It's a beautiful deck. I'd be grilled for hours. It wouldn't be pretty at all. And, but there you go. So, let's try it out. Let's do some stink tarot. Let's find out how this works. How does the cap feel about us? Speaking of hearts, do they love us? Do they? Ooh, the Nine of Wands. Sort of a weird one. You also have the Nine of, what is it? The Nine of Cups. But okay, the Hermit, the King of Wands. Sort of an interesting read, right? I mean, we can put a little heart. I mean, we have a little bit of a heart action. Maybe not that bad. Maybe not that bad. How does the Q look right now? Well, we got Gloria, which we're doing now. And then Boo Boo had money. So, okay. And then we have CM. So you're next, CM. You're next, CM. Unless Boo Boo wants to read. Boo Boo, let me know if you want to read or not. There we go. You've already got integrity and take small donor contribution and principles. You also are well hydrated. That's what you need. If you're going to elect someone, they need to be well hydrated. Okay. How do they feel about it? It's almost like they haven't really just made any huge changes in where they're sort of at, right? The Hermit doesn't really look good, especially next to the 9. The 9 is all about being attacked or being assailed with something, and it's also like we're injured, but we still have problems. We still have sort of, and one of the things about this card is to look into what's coming next and try to figure out what's coming next. It's kind of a strategy card. Alyssa, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The 9 is a strategy card because if you look at the traditional Rider Waite, the 9, the person has a band-aid or bandage on their head. They're looking out. They're leaning on the wands. What happens next, right? We're injured. We've had this interaction. We've had sort of this back and forth possibly thing going on. The 9 says what happens next? We need some strategy. The Hermit, they feel a bit alone like that. It doesn't feel like there's a huge connection, or there doesn't feel like there's a good back and forth going on. The Hermit does sort of point to a little bit of that alone feel there. Now, we do have the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is a good card. It means things are moving forward. Again, we're heading into a strategy realm and going into the King and then the 9, things are moving forward. But it is about sort of figuring out what's next, figuring out the next strategy, figuring out what you want, what they want, and coming into some sort of a negotiation almost with that. Again, the King of Wands is a very movement-oriented card. They're ready to move on something, but they just need a direction to go and a focus in order to get that done correctly. But the 9 of Cups says we are moving forward. I think we are moving forward into sort of the better realm, where Stinky Tarot does not exist. Does not exist. Alyssa, the Patreon, my Patreon is $5, or you can donate 5, 10, 20, whatever. But it's $5 at a minimum, and it goes for, it goes for, I don't know how many days. Well, it goes for another 15 days if you donate now. But yeah, you get access to 20 hours of drawing instruction. You get a ton of videos. You get early access to news. You get early everything, but basically a lot of stuff. So quite a bit of stuff. I think there's like hundreds of posts in there anyway. All right, Sunflower Tarot, did you want to read, or what's going on there? Are we moving on to CM? Let me know. See, I'm well hydrated. If you're voting for a senator, well hydrated is really all you need in life. That is it. Okay. Good news. The Spacious Tarot, if you have this, they released today an audiobook for $5, and the audiobook is like 4.5 hours. So I'm telling you, was it $5? I think it's $5. Well, I got to go look. Spacious Tarot. Okay, Spacious Tarot audio guide. All right, it's the audio guide to the Spacious. Yeah, it is $5. Is it it's 3.5 hours. So yeah, you got the Spacious Tarot. If you have this, you can get a 3.5 hour audio book for $5. That's a pretty decent deal. I'm not pleased with the minors on this deck. You already know that because I rant on the minors before, but there you go. So just, a bit of news. Speaking of tarot news, now you have it. All right, CM, should I try to get a second job? CM, you still getting screwed on your hours, CM? Second job or no? Second job or no? How is that going to be? All right, let's use the Spacious Tarot. We already drug it out. We're already looking at it. We got the audio book. By the way, I'm going to buy the audio book and I'm going to play a sample on the stream. So I'll play a few seconds of it to see if you like it or not. But normally audiobooks are like 15, 30 bucks, you know, depends on where you get. Obviously, you can go to Audible and get whatever audiobook you want for $15 a month, but there's that. If you get the Audible yearly subscription, it's a little under $8.50, I think. Yeah, about $8.50 for an audiobook. Pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. I like Audible. I have a lot of audiobooks. So, not really my thing right now. I'm in a weird phase in my life where I don't like anything. So I don't like art right now. I don't like video games. I don't really like the audio books. I don't like books. I don't know. I'm going through a phase. You know, I'm going through a phase. Maybe I'm getting into menopause or something. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you know, they really skimped out on the minors. They really did. This, I don't know what they're going to tell me in the audiobook about this crap, because this is borderline unacceptable in my personal opinion, in just my personal opinion. All right. But yeah, you know, if you're going to make a tarot, I know it's a minimal tarot, but still. Sunflower Tarot. Is Tabby staying in Chicago, moving to Arizona? Thank you, Boo Boo, for your donation. I appreciate that. Anyway, let's go to CM. Is CM going to get a second job? Six of Swords, Ace of Wands, and Child of Wands. I think you are. I think you will eventually do that and get a second job. Here's what I see from this is how it is going. How is it going to be? How is it going to be? The first thing is it's going to be hard to find something close to you. It's like the stuff that is close to you is completely unacceptable, like McDonald's, you know, something that you would never do. You know what I mean? It's like something that's unacceptable that's close to you. So it seems that a good job is going to be farther out. So if you're going to get a part-time job, it's going to be farther out. The next thing is scheduling. I see that if you do get a job, they're going to be really picky about scheduling and expect you to be in certain hours where it may interfere with your primary job. I know you got stiffed on hours in your primary job, but it may sort of interfere with that occasionally. Not all the time, obviously, but occasionally you do sort of get that feel where it is going to sort of run into the other hours. That's where you have the Child of Wands. Six of Swords says overall it'd be a good idea. You do need sort of a little bit more income, but obviously trying to get a job that's going to suit you, that's going to be close, that's going to pay what you need, it's going to fit in your schedule. It's going to be kind of demanding. So you're going to have to go farther out. The more farther out the radius, the better chance you have of finding something. But again, now you have the pain in the ass commute, you know? Now you have that commute that you just don't want to do. But yeah, overall, it looks like that's sort of where you want to be. Where you want to be, you know what I mean? Like the torture sunflower. All right. Spacious Tarot audiobook is out now. I want it. I want to hear what they explain on the minors, the ones where it just has a stick in a black background. I mean, come on. What are you going to tell me? What are you going to tell me on that audiobook? You're going to go, all right, let me get my audiobook voice. The stick in this particular tarot card means that you need to get off your ass and go do something. So that's what the stick means. It's represented by a small piece of wood, and the small piece of wood is called the stick, and that is the Ace of Wands. Like, what are you going to tell me? Come on. All right. Alyssa wants to know, what is my Aries feeling about me right now? Coming back. Ooh. I'm going crazy over my Libra sun, Libra moon. Uh-oh. Double Libra. You're going to want that working out. Double Libra. The double Libra curse over there. Let's see about that. You know? What are you going to tell me about the Spacious Tarot that's going to be at least moderately interesting to hear? I would pay $15 for an audiobook for the Gregory Scott. This one, if you did an audiobook for this, I'd straight up pay you $15 for that one. Because I want to hear all the little intricacies behind that deck, you know, be kind of fun. I know he's got a video, but whatever. All right, Alyssa, thank you. Thank you again. I appreciate that. DYB, welcome. What is going on? Spacious audiobook. I don't know what they're going to talk about 3.5 hours. It sure ain't that Ace of Wands. All right, then the Two of Wands, we got two sticks. The two sticks represent the number of two, represents choices and a balance. And the two sticks are colliding, making an interesting, and if you rub the two sticks together, you could start a fire in an emergency in the woods. All right. So yeah, the Manga Tarot is going to tell us how they coming back. We want them back or not? Is that going to be a good thing? Andrea, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Do we want them back or not? Do we really? The Four of Pentacles, that's sort of interesting. The Magician as well. Ms. M, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. It's sort of a weird one, right? We have the possibility of coming back, but making that decision is kind of difficult. There's a lot of other things going on. This is definitely not an easy read. It's not something where I can just say, absolutely, we're going to play the harp music and the clouds will part, the sun will shine, and you know what I mean? And then right then, Alyssa will be happy for the rest of the, I just don't see that happening. It seems that this is a heavily complex situation, a lot of moving parts. There's more people involved in it than you and this person. You just have to sort of put up with a lot of different juggling different things here, right? Magician says you're perfectly capable of getting back into the relationship. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing like directly stopping us where if I call you, we're going to get into this relationship. There's nothing there. You know what I mean? Ace of Pentacles says we do want a bit of that security, the stability that we've had before. We had some great interactions. We have some great things happen. We've had some great moments where we could sort of, you know, get into that. That would be an interesting and a fun way to do that. Do we want to do that? No. We've really sort of turned into an introspective look at the relationship at this point. The Four of Pentacles, sort of the greed. I'm holding in. I have that closed body language. So you have this open arms like the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Ten of Cups. You have this beautiful open arm thing. And then you have this contracting thing with the Four of Pentacles. That's sort of where we're at. We're just contracted right now. Do we want to share? Do we want to open up and get the things done? Do we want to catch up where we left off? It just doesn't seem so right now. The Queen of Wands is also one where, again, the complexity of the situation, the moving parts of the situation are really pulling us back and putting us into that sort of contracted thing there. But yeah, it just doesn't look like right now is a good time. Give it some time, let things expand, let things not be so contracted and feeling like that. And that is going to be patience, and patience is going to be a virtue there. So there you go. May, welcome. Thank you for your donation as well. Did anyone watch the Russia space shuttle launch? Ooh, no, I did not. I didn't know it even existed. That's cool. That is cool. I'm waiting for Elon Musk and his Starlink satellite to where you can get 5G in the middle of nowhere. That's cool. That's really cool. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to change. That's going to change the world. It literally is going to change the world. With 5G satellites, I can get 5G in the middle of the woods or on a boat in the middle of the ocean. You got 5G. That's insane. So yeah, I mean, I think that that's going to change the world. We're going to have little handheld gaming consoles with 5G built in. I think every, phones already have 5G, but it's just going to be the amount of stuff possible is going to be insane. All right. So wants a week ahead reading. It is awesome, but beat Elon Musk. Yeah, I'm telling you, the world is going to be a different place. You're going to see so many changes. You're not going to be able to keep up. Just imagine. I mean, I can get unlimited internet literally anywhere. Like I'm in the mountains. Like I go to climb the top of Everest, and at the top of Everest, I got 5G, no problem. It's like, that's insane. That's just fundamentally insane. So it's coming. It's coming. It's supposed to be coming. So, all right. let's stop drooling over unlimited 5G worldwide and let's move on. You know what I mean? So cool with less radiation. Indeed. Indeed. I wonder what's going to happen to 5G towers. Are we just to go away? I mean, why do you need a 5G tower when I can get it anywhere in the world? I think that's going to bankrupt a lot of companies that are trying to push 5G this, 5G that. Be kind of interesting to see how that all works out. But the fact that you can do that in the middle of the Sahara Desert, you can get great phone service, you know, my mind is still trying to wrap around that. That's insane. Okay, anyway, now I'll stop drooling over that. Let's move on to the week ahead for Soul. 7 of Wands, Empress, 9 of Wands, and Queen of Cups. Well, okay, Soul, you have a variety. You have a variety there. The 7 of Wands says that you do have something coming in from behind. No pun intended. You do have something coming in from behind, sort of that crow feeling as they're sort of sneaking in. You have something coming in that you're unexpected. This is one of the things that I made this card for, right? Sarah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. It's what I sort of made the card for. You have this unexpected thing coming in. It's going to surprise you. It's going to take you off guard. Not going to be something that is going to be expected at all, obviously, because it's unexpected. The Empress into the 9 of Wands. This is something that you think you can handle, but again, no pun. You know, the puns are just thick tonight, but you know, again, something that you think that you can handle, but it's challenging to get that done all in one shot. It's like that I need more time. Something happens. I need more time to deal with it. It's a bit unexpected. It may not be advantageous. I need a bit more time. I need a bit more breathing room. And that's where you have this feel, right? I need breathing room because you don't have a lot of it in the 9 of Wands. The Empress says, I do sort of need that. I need to move forward with that type stuff. But the 9 of Wands says, you don't really have a much opportunity. You're going to have to make your way. And that's where the Queen of Cups comes in. It almost like hits you emotionally. It's unexpected emotionally as well. And it sort of takes an emotional toll a little bit. Obviously, you're going to be able to get through it. The Queen of Cups is a very powerful card, a very mastery card when it comes to emotion. But trying to get through this and move on to the next stage is sometimes a little bit challenging at some point. But yeah, you got a surprise headed your way with the Waterfall Tarot. Actually, you do have the Waterfall Tarot. No, did you? No, you didn't. Or did you order Waterfall Tarot? I don't remember what I sent you. I remember you ordered the Oracle and I didn't have your email and it took like literally like a year for you to get. So like, what were you thinking? Like you ordered the Oracle back in like May and here it is like November. No, it's not November, but it's like September. Like, what are you thinking? Like it's been 4 months. My God, what has taken this dude so long to ship me this Oracle? I just kind of wonder like what you were thinking in there. Okay, we got a throwdown. We're doing a throwdown here. We're going to Chicago. Are we moving elsewhere? Obviously, for any throwdown, we need the default throwdown deck. There is no throwdown deck other than the Thoth. Just telling you now, there's nothing. There's nothing. You reach for a throwdown, and you're just not going to see it. You're not going to see it until we have the Thoth. So there we go. Throwdown up in the left corner. We have Chicago. Are we going to stay in the Windy City or are we going to head out to Arizona? That's a drastic difference. Arizona and Chicago, that's like 100-degree temperature difference. Okay, let's find out. All right, I can tell you now they're moving to Arizona. All right, we're going to Arizona. Spoiler alert, unless I see something just drastic here. They do love Chicago. The Windy City does have their heart. You know what I mean? Their heartstrings are being pulled back to Chicago. They know so many people. So many people. They're really excited about Chicago. They know people. They love people. They have good connections with that. Some bad experiences, sure. You know, no place is perfect. We do have some bad experiences within here, but we have a lot of different feelings about sort of being there and moving and things like that. There is a big surge towards moving. I feel like that. I feel like that there's some surge for moving. They're halfway out the door. They they've been looking, they've been shopping. Arizona, 100-degree temperature difference. You're going from a low of -5 in Chicago to no less than that, to like a low of 90 or something in Arizona. But sure, let's do it. We don't need any winter coats. Just leave the winter coats with boo-boo. Let the family use it. Arizona is going to be a low of 60. All right, okay, but yeah. So they're definitely moving. You do have the swiftness card, really sort of just stinks up the reading. We have this beautiful Lord of Victory too. It's looking like the Lord of moving is going to be advantageous to them. They feel like they need to move. Their heart's already out the door. They've been shopping. They've been looking. Moving seems like a good alternative. You don't need winter clothes anymore. You know what I mean? A winter in Chicago, it's a heavy coat. A winter in Arizona is like a sweater, right? You don't even need a coat. In Arizona, you just put on a sweater and you're okay. Long sleeve shirt, you're good. But yeah, so yeah, they're going to move. They are headed out the door. They've already been shopping, their heart's just not in Chicago anymore. But there you go. You're moving too, just not to Arizona. Yeah, you need to move to Texas. Texas doesn't have a state income tax or anything like that. Texas is a place to be. There's jobs just pouring out of this place. All right. DYB, thank you for your donation. Putting down a deposit, a brand new home this month or next month. Okay, we'll do another. Let's not do a throwdown. Let's do something regular. Well, let's try that. How are we going to do? Well, putting down this month or next month, we need to choose. We can choose with the Gregory Scott. I said just how much I love the Gregory Scott. I really think this is more and more my tarot, to where I'm just comfortable with it. It gives great reads. It is wonderful. Where in Texas is best? Well, obviously there's, look up the crime statistics on some of the places are just not good. But I don't know. If you're an IT worker, Dallas area is great. The Houston area is fantastic for IT as well. Austin has a lot of things going for it. Just general, that's where the party's at. Like if you're younger, Austin's like a nonstop party. They literally have social events out the wazoo. It's a pretty interesting place. But yeah, it all depends. All right. Am I putting down a deposit in the new home this month or next? Let's go with this month being over here and next month over here. This month, it doesn't look good. Next month looks a lot better. It is about sort of managing our money, juggling the money. And you sort of see that with the Two of Pentacles. You got that juggle feel where I'm just trying to catch up. I'm trying to get things done. Knight of Wands, I need to get that activity there. But we just need everything to fall in line. We need, you know what I mean? We need everything to fall in line and be the way we need it to be. So that's sort of where we're feeling. I think next month has a lot more possibility than this month. The other thing about this month is that you have other responsibilities for that money. You're still trying to coordinate things, get things out the door, get things to where they need to be lined up, right? The High Priestess, I'm still researching it. The High Priestess with the scroll and the books in some tarot decks. It means that you're still researching it, you're looking into it, and you're trying to get that done. So yeah, we do have a lot of moving parts with this. We need this month to sort of coordinate it. Next month is going to be much, much better for getting that out the door. Cool games for you. Welcome, Magic Universe. It has been a hot minute, Magic Universe. How you doing? Egg Zona, how are you? By the way, if you're new here, there is no list. Donations take priority, and then I pick at random. We do have a lot of donations today, but I'm here every single day for the rest of your life. I'm here at 6:30 Central Time, 6:30 Central Time every single day for the rest of your life. So just come on back. If you don't get your question answered today, we will hook you up some other time. Andrea, why did Ryan stop hanging out? They're a long-term friend. We love them. They were my best buddy, our BFF, as they say, but now they just went on and moved on. Do they think we're stinky? Do they not like us anymore? What's happening with that? Let's get the Mons Tarot. That's a good friendship deck. It is. Come on. The Mons Tarot. The Mons Tarot. It's a good friendship deck. Yes, I am. I am here every single day, and for the rest of your life. When I'm gone, before I die, I am writing an artificial intelligence that will do the readings for me. So you'll still have the show even after I'm gone. I'm going to put my voice into the artificial intelligence. It's going to have all of my rules and all of my logic that I use with the readings and all of that stuff. You're going to get a better tarot reader than you've ever had before. I'm just saying, an artificial intelligence is going to learn. Hopefully it doesn't try to take over the world or anything like the movies, you know? I don't think so. I just think it's going to try to take over the tarot world. You know what I mean? Artificial intelligence, it's not Skynet, it's TarotNet. There you go. I'm living forever. That's all you need. AITO. At least it'll be reliable. I'm going to make sure that the camera doesn't freeze up. It doesn't lose internet. You know, all the problems I have, you won't have that with AI. Come on. All right, Andrea. We got jilted by our BFF. What happened? 5 of Pentacles kind of hurts, doesn't it? The devil. It's almost like they got somebody whispering in their ear, Andrea. They got somebody whispering in their ear. The devil into the 5 of Pentacles. I got a little bit of an influence. You know what I mean? A little influence. Got a little of that Capricorn feel going over here. Forcing us into the 5 of Pentacles. It's almost like that they just have somebody influencing their life for the negative. Maybe they got somebody that's just a bad person. Maybe they have somebody that's using up all their time. Maybe they have just a bunch of different things going on, but there's some influence in their life that has taken over. Could be Skynet. It could be something like that. Something has taken over. The King of Cups. All right. They got themselves into the situation. They got him into the situation. Just saying now. Just saying now. They did it by being too passive, too accepting, too loving. They're just letting people in. They're letting anybody in. And it just came back and bit them. You know, it did. They're a longtime friend. We want to hang out with them. We just didn't. We can't. I think that if you reunited with them and overrode this bad influence, I think they'd be okay with it. I don't think they may hang out with you as much, but there you go. Knight of Wands says if you want to recover it, if you want to get them out of it, shake them out of it, you know, take that advantage and be like, hey, you know, we hadn't hanged out in a while. Let's hang out. And let's, you know, we can do tarot readings or something. Let's hang out together. Let's be buddies again once more. But there's somebody else whispering in their ear, and it doesn't look good. You know what I mean? My 13-year-old wants a tarot deck. What tarot deck would be good for a young reader? Oh, that is a good question. Let's take a look. What would be good for a young reader? My default that I would go for that particular question would be the where are you? Where are you, Mr. Tarot deck? Here it is. The Little Prince Tarot, because there is a Little Prince book on Amazon that you can pick up. And after you read the story, then now you have images that sort of coincide with the book. And so now you can sort of relate to parts of the book. You know what I mean? Because that's going to help somebody if they're like brand new. Because now I know what this person's doing. Now I know why there's a world and all this other stuff. So now I can relate back to it. That would be where I would go, just because I can read a book. It's a fun book and I can relate to it. Otherwise, if you're like, if you just throw something out like the Thoth or something, you know, you can't really relate to it. You don't have a place to come in and connect the dots. And I think doing that really sort of helps somebody who's like brand new, especially, you know, somebody's young. Little Prince would be great. That would be my recommendation. Something that ties into something else that they know or that they can get familiar with pretty quick. All right, Libra, he's Capricorn. Will I see him this weekend? Let's check it out. Ms. M, are we going to have some love this weekend? Let's check it out. Do we have a little bit of love this weekend? There are cute decks like the Playful Heart Tarot. It's a cute deck, but again, if you have a story, I can link it to something. Otherwise, it's just sort of out of nowhere, and it doesn't. I don't really have any incentive to read with it. Okay, all right. Speaking of the Little Prince, let's go ahead and let's read with Little Prince. Find out if we have any love coming this weekend. So you can see how it reads. It reads pretty good. I think the images are a good variety. It's not like the samey images you have from some of the others. You know what I mean? Anyway, my 2 cents. My 2 cents. All right. We're going to have some love this weekend for Ms. M. Let's hope so. Let's get some hearts out here. Get some hearts out here, some hope out here. Hopefully we have a great reading. Ace of Swords, King of Swords, the Fool, and Death. I do think that you have an opportunity. Yeah, I think that you have a good opportunity for that. The big card here is the Fool. The Fool means moving. It means getting out there. It means heading on out there, right? If you're seeing somebody, if we want to meet up, the Fool looks good because they're making an effort. They're getting into that, right? All right. Picasso, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Why was my room targeted? You got like a SWAT team coming over there, Picasso? Like what in the world's going on over there? Yeah, the Fool talks about movement. Now, the King of Swords, they're sort of coming over with an attitude a little bit. You know what I mean? A little bit of an attitude. They got the puffed out chest. They're really proud of something. They got a bit of an attitude, maybe a little chip on the shoulder. They got a little bit of that going on. Not like an overwhelming amount, but the King of Swords does say, I do have some power. I need to reflect that. Ace of Wands, they're going to be easy to talk out of anything too. You know, they're going to be very receptive. Ace of Swords is a beautiful communication card. It's the beginning of communication, the beginning of talking, the beginning of learning knowledge, etc., etc. But that means I'm going to be easy to talk to. Again, I'm coming out with a puffed chest, a little bit of this pride thing going on, or a little bit of an ego thing going on. But the King of Swords is easy, sort of calm down, just talk to him, no big deal. Death says they're really glad to see you as well. So I think that everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be good, and it will look good. Playboy Bunny. What a great name. How are you doing, Playboy Bunny? You got any pictures? No, I'm just kidding. What can I expect November professionally? May. Let's check that out. May's got some money coming. Maybe some boo-boo quantity money. Boo-boo hit the jackpot this week. I'm just saying. All right, let's go for it. Let's go for it. We have November. We have a professional attitude, professional look at it. What is going to happen with that? Let's get the Tarot of the Divine out here. That's going to be a great one for this. Going to be a fantastic one for it. See how it goes. Hopefully we'll run into some boo-boo style lottery winnings over there. Get you some professional goods. All right, we got clients, we got work, we got a career to worry about, we got all of that stuff. How is that going to balance out? How is that going to balance out in November? 3 of Cups. 10 of Wands, 6 of Cups. We have a lot of connections. We're making connections. We're talking to people. We're getting some connections in, right? Networking a little bit is going to be pretty important in November. Look at this. We got the 6 of Cups. Obviously, you're looking at this connection between the girl, the other girl, family sort of thing. All right. Is he fighting his feelings for me? Ms. M, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. 6 of Cups, we got that connection, that beautiful little thing going on here. 3 of Cups is also a connection card. This is a big networking card. You see this lay down in a professional reading, in a work environment. 3 of Cups talks about networking, getting to know people, and making those connections, because that's what you really need in a professional environment. A lot of times we'll get like laid off. A lot of times we'll move into under a boss we hate. There'll also be new opportunities for advancement that nobody published, because they want to keep it to themselves. If you have those networking contacts, you're in for some of these things. That's so important. And that's what you have here. November's big. I mean, big on networking, all of that. Page of Cups, though, It does say that we're coming in professionally into a realm where we're going to be a little more isolated. The Page of Cups is an introvert. It is a little isolated. So you're getting into a more isolated spot. It could be that they give you an assignment and sort of, kick you to the side, say, God bless, have a nice day, get my assignment done. Not a lot of support, maybe, not a lot of connections going on with that. 10 of Wands also looks like the amount of work or the amount of things loaded up increases. So if we're looking for something, it could be opportunities that look like just too much work, or you get in there for an interview or anything like that and it looks like everybody's having a miserable time. Those interviews where you're sort of you're walking around the place after the interview and everybody looks like that they're about to leap out of the window. Those aren't fun. Those aren't fun. You're like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? Why does everybody look depressed? Like this whole place looks depressed. You don't want those. Those are no good, especially when you really need a job too. You're like, can I handle it? Can I handle this? Being this depressed? If not, let me know when any information you can give me. Let's find out when you're going to get a job. Let's get you a job. Sarah. Let's figure it out, get you a job thrown down, see if you can get something before the end of the year. Let's do it with a Gregory Scott. I mean, we have hyped the Gregory Scott all day today. I mean, I just do nothing but talk about how great the Gregory Scott is. I already read with it, but I want to read with it again. I just like touching Greg Scott. You know what I mean? I just like touching the Greg Scott, shuffling the Greg Scott, reading with the Greg Scott. I think it's good. I think it's nice. All right. Yeah, being unskilled. Why do you say you're unskilled? Come on. You're good at nobody's unskilled. Everybody's good at something. Everybody is literally good at something. So I don't want anyone saying they're unskilled. I'm saying you're good at something. You're amazing at something. And that something is marketable. Okay, I come from a place of non-traditional jobs, right? I watch Twitch. On Twitch, you have people playing video games for a living and making a lot of money, right? They're playing video games, they're making a ton of money. Like you just see donations over and over, constant donations. They can't edit videos. They're bad at it. They're bad at the video game, but they're fun to watch. It's a non-traditional, the old days of traditional work, I think are coming to an end eventually when people just have like opportunities all around us nowadays. Just my opinion, just my 2 cents. Yeah, anyone can learn skills. That's the same thing. You got to find that niche because a lot of times you'll get into situations where you don't know a particular skill, but if you're excited about it and you love doing it, you learn like that. You're good at telling jokes and complaining. There you go. You could be a comedian. All right. So yeah, Sarah, find a job for the end of the year. More information. Can we get something done? Lovers, Emperors, 4 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. It's almost like that we're stuck finding a job. It's almost like that you're in a bad location. We're trying to find a job that is not what we need to be doing. We are having problems finding a job. Definitely finding a job is sort of difficult right there. We do have a lot of great cards here. So the job search is going well. It's just that finding the job that you need, the one that has the hours that you need, that pays enough for you to pay bills, etc., is hard to find. The Lovers, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. We have this powerful 3 cards at the beginning. The Lover says finding that match is the problem. Again, finding that perfect match, because anybody can find a job. I mean, we can work at McDonald's, we can do fast food. It doesn't mean that's something you want to do for the rest of your life. That doesn't mean it's a career launcher. You know what I mean? So it is a situation where you need to find that right match, and the Lover says finding that match is difficult right now for you. It's not for trying, though. I don't see the Emperor says that you are trying. You're putting forth the work and the effort, getting out there, getting into places where people will notice you, getting stuff out, finding some opportunities, I don't think is a big problem. Again, finding the match is going to be the big thing. The Six of Pentacles is a giving card. It means that we'll get something that is going to be decent. Again, opportunities. I'm not saying here that you don't have opportunities. Again, just like the example, you do have opportunities. It's a matter of finding the one that's going to be right. The Six of Pentacles says the opportunities are flowing. You have things that you could get. So finding things that you could get, but you want something that's going to be better. And that's, again, the problem. Four of Cups says finding something. There's so many weird things about this. It's a great reading, but it does have sort of this mellow tone of I'm getting frustrated. I'm running out of money. I'm having problems finding not only the right match, but something that pays enough to where I just need to be there. I'm getting stiffed on hours. I'm having all sorts of difficulty. There's a realm of difficulty that you're running into. If you're looking for exact dates, or if you're looking for what type of job, again, the tarot is saying that you have opportunities. Take them. Take some opportunity. If we're running into money problems, take some opportunity. Again, entertainment purposes only, obviously, but take some opportunity. Also, if we also expand out what you're willing to do and try that as well. So being being assertive with going forth and trying to find something is also a thing. The Emperor says being assertive with it, going in saying, I am great for this job. I have the power. I have the abilities, sort of. I'm going to be able to get that. Is going to be a big boost to getting that as well. But yes, you do have opportunities flowing in. We have a lot of fantastic cards here. Let's sort of go over them real quick. I know I'm going long on this. Sorry. We got two people waiting, but the Lovers talks about finding a match. So yes, you can find a match. The Hierophant is the company or the corporation or the big boss. You are getting the big boss, the corporation, and finding a correct match. So basically this says yes, right? The Emperor says you need to be assertive with it. Don't just wait for the job to come to you. Don't just wait for something to just magically appear on a website or something like that. Go out and look. What do I have? Okay, there's a company. I wonder if they're hiring. Maybe I can call them. They're right next door to me, the XYZ company. They're right next door. Let me, I don't see anything online for them. Let me call them. Let me tell them, this is what I do. Do you have any positions open? That Emperor is the assertiveness. You know what I mean? Just because it doesn't have a position on a website somewhere doesn't mean that they're not hiring. If it's right next to you, give them a call. It doesn't take 2 seconds to call them and find out if they do it. That is assertiveness. That is the hunger to find a job. I'm just saying, there's a difference between looking for a job and hungry for a job. And hungry for a job sometimes works really well. People appreciate that. People can feel that emotionally. You know what I mean? All right. I'm not saying beg or anything. Again, entertainment purposes only. I'm just giving you a loose example. The company across the street, so close to you could walk to it, give them a call. Are they hiring? Here's my specialty, right? They may accidentally just say, oh, yeah, but, we really didn't post anything. But anyway, just try it out. It may not work. I'm just saying there's that hunger. There's that assertiveness of, let me find something. There you go. Beautiful, John. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Anyway, there are opportunities. So basically long read, but I think it's important. So there you go. And good luck. Good luck. Okay. Picasso, why is my room being targeted today? Picasso, you really got somebody watching you. Something's happening over there. Somebody watching me. I think you're saying somebody's watching you. Your room is being targeted. Being targeted, like for a nuclear launch? Like being targeted for what? I'm not really sure what's happening. Beautiful Jada, I got your question. Thank you so much. Talking about career. It is career night. All right. Speaking of career, let's go for This Might Hurt Tarot. Oh, This Might Hurt Tarot. It's been a hot minute since I broke this out. It has been a hot minute. We need some This Might Hurt tarot, by the way. This is really going to, I don't really think it's going to hurt, but you know, we're just saying. We're just saying. This was so popular back when it came out. I'm telling you now. There was a big hype around this. It was huge. DYB, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, we are ending soon. So DYB will be the last reading of the evening. The last reading of the evening. We're going to go watch some football if it's still on. I know COVID has interrupted all the games and whatnot. All right, somebody watching me. Why is my room being targeted? The Five of Cups. I'm not really sure how to answer this. All right, not really sure how to answer this. I have no idea. Why is my room being targeted today? Five of Cups. Something negative going on with the room. You do have this emotional feel. It's like things just aren't going well. You feel like that. Queen of Pentacles, searching for stability within the instability. In other words, there are things going bad, but I'm just trying to sort of pick up the pieces and run with it and go with it. I'm just trying to find balance at this point. I need balance. It's all about getting things worked out, getting things balanced out. I do think that there's something happening with all that. Staff members, we're just checking my room only. Okay. Justice, we need balance. We're trying to find something. We need balance and all of that stuff. Knight of Wands, it is time to look into your room, time to check it out. It's time to get it done. This is an activity that they had planned, not something that's spontaneous or sudden. The Knight of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles, definitely a planned event. And it sort of did affect you. You're like, why am I being targeted? What's going on? Yeah, we just need some balance with all of that. So probably not the best read there. I'm sorry. I don't know. I didn't see anything like, the devil. They thought you were doing something bad up in there, or I didn't see any of that. All right, is he fighting his feelings for me? Were you fighting some feelings for me? Ms. M. Let's see about that. Let's see if they have a Capricorn feel going. We'll do the Playful Heart Tarot. Everybody loves a Playful Heart Tarot. All right, let's see about that. We need to find out. Okay, never ghosted. No one likes to feel that way. Yeah, ghosting, I don't know. Ghosting is a thing. I only ghost if it's like if I feel like that the person's just gonna really have an explosion of some type. If I tell them, what's actually going on or something like that. I don't know. I try not to ghost. Ghosting is an eventuality, though, in some cases. If you really think the person is just going to flip out or something like that, it's better to ghost. Ruben, thank you for your donation. Ruben, let me know what your question is. We're already on the last reading, so I may pick it up tomorrow when I start the stream, but let me know what your question is. I appreciate that. I get you a general. All right, Ruben, get you a general tomorrow when we start. All right. And Saba, thank you for your donation as well. Pisces, still look at my FB from time to time. Saba, we will get your reading in tomorrow as well. Let's copy these over, make sure that I can pick those up tomorrow. All right, we got Ruben, a general, and we got Saba wants a do they? Do they still look at my FB? All right, we got you all in for tomorrow when we first start out. All right, let's see about this. Are they fighting their feelings towards me? The Ten of Swords, they could be a little bit. We do have the Ten of Swords into the world. It's like we don't expect everything to end perfectly or end just amazingly, but we want things to be a little more positive or a little more good, a little more uplifting sometimes. And that's sort of where we're at. We go from the Ten of Swords into the world being reversed. So we do have some high expectations. A lot of times it just doesn't come true. But we do have a back and forth, right? We have negative, we have great, and you do have those things. So for our fighting feelings, we have a little bit of a mixture, a little bit of a combo, or anything like that. Nina, thank you for your hanging out. I appreciate you coming in, even if you're late. That's no problem. But Nine of Cups is such a beautiful card, an emotional card, really tight, really good, really passionate with the emotions, right? And then you have sort of the Ten of Swords, like everything is cut off. In other words, I can't get the emotions out that I need. I get stuck sometimes. It's just not going smoothly occasionally. And you have that sort of the back and forth feel with all of that. But yeah, we do have high expectations. We think things are going to work out. But again, sometimes they just don't. We do have the up and down roller coaster. So we do have a bit of that fighting feeling thing going on there indeed. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at beautiful Jada. Beautiful indeed. Beautiful Jada asked a question and I did not write it down, but you did post it. Okay, what career? Beautiful Jada wants a career. Let's check that out. Jada, career. What kind of career are we looking at? We got so many great cards in the tarot that are going to let us know about the career. I think we want to look at the Bonefire Tarot. Would be fantastic for this read, for sure. Love the Bonefire. Always gets me in a good mood. Ultraviolet. The lives are 6:30 p.m. Central Time every day. Never miss a day. All right. Let's see about this. How that is going to go. That is sort of an interesting thing, right? We have so many opportunities. We have things we can learn, we can pick up, and all of that stuff. Why did the camera just take a crap again? All right, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. The camera completely locked up, and I don't want to sit here and try to fix it. We're gonna go with a shaky cam. It is officially time for the shaky cam. The shaky cam time. You know, the camera crapped out after an hour. I'm not really sure why. Only God knows. Why does this do this to me? Why does this camera hate me? I don't know. Anyway, let's look at this. Jada with the career. And we have the Page of Cups and the Queen of Coins. I know, not again. I have no idea. I've never had this problem before. But yeah, we have the Page of Cups into the Queen of Coins. Now, we are talking about the Page of Cups being a bit of a loner. You know what I mean? Being a bit of a loner, a bit of an introvert. It's something to where if you can get assigned something, if you can get focused on something and just get it done, that's going to be beneficial for you. You know what I mean? You don't need a lot of people to support you. You don't need a ton of people to explain things. If people just give you an assignment, you can knock it out. That's going to be the type of work that you would really like. The Queen of Coins, too. You really do like a bit of variety in what you're doing. You know what I mean? You need a bit of variety. I don't think that you can be a factory worker to where you're putting a lid on an iPhone or something for 10,000 times and you go home. I don't think that's you. I think Queen of Coins, you want some stuff you can juggle, a bit of variety, a bit of fun, something that you can sort of enjoy as well. Now, the Four of Coins does say that whatever career it is, you need to feel like that you're valued. In other words, you're getting a good review. People value you. People love you. People want to see your accomplishments and see your work, and they're proud of what you do. You know, even though you're alone, we did talk about you being alone, but even though you're alone, I do think you value feedback. You value people that really like you and enjoy being in your company. The Fool says you don't really want to travel a lot either. You're not a big traveler. You don't want to go every day and be on a plane or commute for an hour back and forth. That's not something you want to do. The Fool says working from home would be fantastic for you as well. The Fool also says you don't want a big commute. You just want something that's going to be all right there. Okay, there we go. All right, let me prepare the next one. Did you notice that the camera died at the exact same freaking time as before too? Anybody notice that? All right, let's take the camera. Let's make it invisible. Let's make it visible again. That's not it. Let's unplug all the cables. Let us unplug the cable going from the computer into here and then replug it back in. And let's take the other cable out and then replug that back in. All right. We unplugged everything and we reinitialized the actual camera component. I guess we could start. So the actual camera is okay. So the camera coming in is okay. I guess make a new instance of the camera. Man, this really stinks. Make a new instance of the camera. Would that be a thing? Let's make a new source called Video Capture 2. Let's point it towards the game capture. And that worked. It did work. But this is so weird. What is going on with this? Okay, so we recovered it by making a new thing. Making a new thing. All right, it's so good to be back. Welcome back. I'm glad to have you today. All right, I guess we need a couple of video sources. You know what I mean? I guess we need to move it way far down the list so that I can get the other stuff on top of it. That would be great. And of course I have it minimized, so it's not working. Okay. All right, we're back to normal, I think. I'm bringing sexy back. Indeed. That is dots on the screen. It could be. It could be. All right, we're back to normal. And we are on DYB. DYB. Will the grant writer email this week or next week? Another sort of a throwdown feel for that, right? So we're going this week over here and next week over here. What do we got? What do we got going with all of that? This week doesn't look good. The Justice reversed, Queen of Pentacles reversed, that organization, that feel that we need where things balance out, we get the information, we get some pending stuff, we knock it out. Justice reversed just doesn't look good for this week. Next week looks fantastic though. The Four of Wands, the home card, it feels like that we're getting into that a little bit better. We're sort of getting comfortable almost with this, right? Getting some comfort within that. And I think that's going to be a big factor here as well. So there you go. It definitely does look like a bit of a next week feel. So if I had to choose this week or next week, definitely going to go with next week. Next week has the Four of Wands. It feels really well, feels really good. And the brokenness or the poorness is gone next week as well. So you're looking at next week. Anyway, that is it for me with all the malfunctioning cameras and whatnot. I'm glad we made it to the end. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you very much. We'll see you tomorrow at 6:30. Talk to you then.
Like being on my own, I could use someone to hold. And I've been trying to fill the void, but my bed is getting cold, 'cause I don't have